Welcome to this explainer. Today we're diving into a technology that honestly feels a little bit like magic. We are talking about the ability to turn everyday conversational human language directly into complex database code. Let's get right into the text-to-SQL revolution. To really grasp what's happening, we need to talk about the sheer economic gravity of this space. The global augmented analytics market isn't just growing, it's practically exploding. We are tracking a massive leap from nearly $29 billion in 2025 to a staggering $274 billion by 2035. Make no mistake, that is one of the absolute largest software booms we've seen in a decade. And where exactly is all that investment going? Well, the cloud is poised to take the lion's share, hitting nearly 56% by 2035. The reason is pretty straightforward. Enterprises desperately need scalable on-demand infrastructure. If you want to process vast, complex data sets and run advanced AI models at a moment's notice, the cloud is essentially a prerequisite. On-premises solutions, they just can't scale with that same kind of agility. Here is our roadmap for today. We'll start with the augmented analytics boom, break down exactly how text-to-SQL works, debate grounded versus ungrounded AI, evaluate embedded platforms, look at real-world applications, and finally tackle the challenges ahead. Section 1. The augmented analytics boom and market growth drivers. So what's actually fueling this $274 billion boom? It's really driven by three huge structural shifts. First up, prescriptive analytics. AI is no longer just predicting the future. It's literally telling businesses exactly what actions they need to take. Second, the massive expansion in edge computing is generating absolute tidal waves of real-time data. And third, small and medium businesses are finally getting their hands on affordable cloud-native platforms. Section 2. How text-to-SQL works under the hood. Before we get into the nitty-gritty of the pipeline, we really need to wrap our heads around the core concept here, which is natural language querying, or NLQ. Think of this as the hero feature of augmented analytics. It acts as a real-time translator between an everyday human question, like, hey, what were our total sales in Europe last quarter, and a highly complex database language. It completely removes the need for a user to know how to write a single line of SQL code themselves. On a structural level, this pipeline is what bridges non-technical users directly to raw databases. To the person casually typing the question, it just looks like magic, right? But underneath that simple interface, it is a rigorous, multi-step process converting messy human intent into strictly structured machine logic. Here is how that breaks down into 4 foundational steps. First, natural language understanding has to parse out your actual intent. Next, schema linking connects your words to specific database tables and columns. Then, semantic parsing converts your question into an intermediate logical format. And finally, SQL generation translates that logic into perfectly executable code. Section 3. Grounded versus ungrounded AI, and the big translation debate. Now, not all AI translation is created equal. You can think of ungrounded AI as a super confident guesser wandering around without a map. It queries raw column names directly, which means it can easily hallucinate a totally wrong but very plausible sounding answer. Grounded AI, on the other hand, is an expert firmly anchored to a verified blueprint, your specific semantic layer. It simply cannot invent its own definitions. So why does this distinction matter so much in the real world? Well, if an end user in an embedded product sees a hallucinated data point, say a wildly inaccurate sales figure, because the AI lacked a semantic layer, they lose trust instantly. In business, opacity is a trust problem. A single hallucination can turn a shiny new AI feature into a massive business liability overnight. Section 4. Embedded NLQ platforms and B2B software integration. First off, we need to draw a clear line between standalone BI and embedded analytics. Standalone tools are built for internal analysts. These are people who understand the data schema and have the patience to iterate. Embedded analytics, however, targets your external customers directly inside your software application. They expect instant, Google-like simplicity without knowing a thing about your backend structure. Because of this, the build versus buy calculus heavily favors buying purpose-built embedded platforms that already handle all the intense security and semantic grounding right out of the box. When weighing the different vendor options on the market, you'll find platforms like Toucan offering fully grounded AI for incredibly fast SaaS deployments. You've also got ThoughtSpot's enterprise-level agents, and Looker natively leveraging Google's Gemini. But the critical common thread across all the top players, robust semantic grounding is the absolute baseline requirement for any reliable customer-facing tool. Section 5. Real-world applications and industry transformations. Out in the wild, the sheer utility of this tech is completely democratizing data access, especially in some highly regulated fields. Take healthcare. Doctors are using it for clinical decision support and to rapidly retrieve complex patient medical histories. In education, it's powering sophisticated adaptive learning tools. And in finance, analysts can instantly formulate queries to detect fraud in real time or manage transactional risk, all without waiting days for a data engineering team to run a report. A brilliant real-world example of this in action is LinkedIn's internal SQL bot. It's a multi-agent system built specifically so everyday employees can transform their own natural language questions directly into SQL. It totally removes the bottleneck of waiting on highly specialized data engineers, and that drastically accelerates decision-making across the entire company. Section 6. Challenges, future frontiers, and the hurdles we still need to overcome. Now, despite the massive economic boom we talked about earlier, this industry isn't exactly frictionless just yet. Organizations still have to navigate a maze of strict privacy regulations like GDPR and CCPA. They're facing severe talent shortages and high initial implementation costs. Plus, the AI models themselves still struggle a bit with domain generalization, meaning it's hard to move seamlessly from querying healthcare data over to finance data. And crucially, there is the NoSQL gap. Right now, there is a severe lack of datasets and models tailored for the highly dynamic, unstructured NoSQL databases that power so many modern apps. I want to leave you with a final thought to mull over as we wrap up this explainer. As these AI translation layers become perfectly grounded, more secure, and infinitely scalable across every industry imaginable, will human analysts ever really need to write a line of SQL again? Or is SQL destined to become the assembly code of our future, a language spoken exclusively by machines? Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive into the text-to-SQL revolution.